Hi, my name is Konstantin and you're watching The Driver's Guide. Today we're in Bulgaria, in the beautiful city of Varna, and today we're going to discuss what it's like driving a car in Varna. We're going to discuss what it's like getting around the city, parking your car, and many more important things that you need to know as a driver in Bulgaria. But before we start, I've been informed that it's really hard getting around in a large car in the city center, so that's what we're going to do today. First, let's start with the basics. Cars drive on the right-hand side of the road in Varna and in Bulgaria in general, like the rest of Europe. The speed limits are 50 kilometers per hour in the city limits, 70 outside the city, and 100 to 140 on highways. There are a lot of traffic signs which indicate the speed limits, so you probably won't get lost. However, I do recommend using GPS navigational systems that show your speed in real time, like Google Maps or Waze, something that indicates how fast you're going and how fast you should be going. The driving culture in Varna is very, very calm, relaxed compared to other countries that I've been. It actually is polite, I would say. You would never see like cars running you over, trying to cut you off, or honking at you all the time. In general, people are polite. Even if you are driving slow in the fast lane, they may come closer to you, behind you, but that will politely indicate that, hey man, come on, either speed up or move over. But yeah, they won't be aggressive with you or anything else. They can flash their lights on highways, but in the city, that's not something that's common. Let's talk about road quality in Varna. Overall, I think the roads are pretty decent in the city center. They're pretty good. However, once you're outside the city or in small back country roads, you will probably see some potholes, some bumps, which can become an issue if you're driving fast. However, if you're staying under the speed limit, everything should be great. However, you do also have these weird speed hump thingies here and there, which can be annoying, but as long as you're driving slowly over them, you should be fine.
While driving in Varna, you have to watch your speed very closely. You can go up to a maximum of 10 km per hour above the speed limit, and anything beyond that will result in significant fines. There are a lot of speed cameras, speed traps, and police with radars around the city, so I would definitely recommend using something like Waze to make sure that you do not get caught speeding. Another important topic is finding a place to park your car. For me personally, I think this is the hardest part about driving in the city, because whenever I have to be somewhere at a specific time, I find myself spending at least half an hour trying to find a parking space. Even in the low season, finding a parking space can be challenging, and during the summer months, it is near impossible. All of the paid parking lots are typically full, and most cars are parked along the streets. Pro tip: use Google Maps with satellite view to see where cars are usually parked and add markers on your map with these places. If you're lucky, you will find a good space to park your car, but just make sure to have plan B ready in case they will be full. Streets in the city are divided by parking zones, and you may still have to pay for parking even if you park your car outside of the paid parking lots. Parking in the blue zones around the city costs 1 Bulgarian lev per hour and has to be paid from 9 AM to 8 PM every day of the week. Parking outside of these hours is free. You can pay for parking in blue zones through one of the following methods. SMS payment. You can pay by sending an SMS message with your license plate to the number specified in the blue zone sign. Parking machines. Some blue zones are equipped with dedicated parking machines where you can pay for parking, though I haven't personally seen them anywhere around the city. Mobile app. The easiest way to pay for parking is via a dedicated parking app called Varna Parking. You can deposit funds to your account and then pay for parking or extend your stay with one push of a button. It's very convenient to use on the go and even notifies you when your parking time is about to expire. I'll leave a link to this app in the description below. Please note that you may see some alternative blue zone signs which say abonnement. These parking spaces are reserved for people or businesses and you cannot park your car there. Also, watch out for signs that forbid parking in a specific area. Parking inspectors actively monitor these areas throughout the day and your car can get towed. If your car does get towed, then you will need to pay a fine to retrieve your vehicle. I will leave a link to the website that shows where your car was towed to and instructions on how to pick it up in the description. By the way, what are your favorite parking locations in Varna? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. So let's summarize. Varna is a driver-friendly European city. The driving culture, road quality, and overall infrastructure make it a great place to drive your own car to get around. The only minor setback is the lack of parking spaces during the summer months, but you can get around this with a little bit of forward planning. And now the big question, can you drive a large car around Varna? Overall, I think it's doable. There are a lot of narrow streets and tight spaces, so having a smaller vehicle can relieve a lot of stress. Parking a smaller car is also definitely easier, as more parking spaces will become available. Do you need a big car to get around the city? I would say not, unless you're planning to come with a big group and need the extra space. So if you're planning to come over to Varna, definitely try to look for a smaller car, which will make your journey more enjoyable. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to the channel to stay notified about more local driving tips and tricks, weekend getaway ideas, scenic routes, and rental car reviews for your next journey. Until next time, see you soon.